I'm Kyle Schneider, and today we're going to interview Joe Brodsky, new teacher at Savunga this year, about his participation in the Welcome Wagon. So, Joe, would you like to first say a couple words about where you're from?
All right, well, I am from upstate New York, so I'm a little bit away from home, but I am thrilled to be coming to Alaska, and more specifically, going to Savunga, because it's the coolest village in BSSD.
All right, Joe, can you tell me a little bit about what you did on the Welcome Wagon?
Sure, I arrived in Anchorage. I got picked up by Darla. Go Darla. She took me back to the University of Anchorage or University of Alaska in Anchorage. Got to spend a couple nights there and really get a feel for how packing is to go out to Bush, Alaska, out here on the west. All the food and everything that goes into that, and really got a good feel of how all the veterans do their packing, and really got some great helpful advice from her and the other people who were helping to do the Welcome Wagon, like Karis and also the Hargraves. Damon was exceptionally helpful in a midnight dash to Cars for some meat and vegetables. Thanks again, Damon. So there you go.
All right, and did you just meet returning staff, or were there other people that you got to meet?
It's an excellent question. The Welcome Wagon was designed for the new hires in the district. So I didn't just meet the returners like Darla and Damon. I also met a lot of the new teachers, including some teachers from my own school in Savunga, like Michelle and Christina. But I also got to meet a bunch of other new hires from all over, including the guy that you're hearing when I'm not talking, Kyle, and a couple other people like Brian out in St. Michael, and a couple other shout-outs. Like Ming here in Unalakleet. So yeah, it was a bunch of people, and also people who are like loosely affiliated with the school. Darla's relatives out in Anchorage also helped us out quite a bit. So we got to meet some of the people who could also help us out quite a bit in the packing process.
All right, so you mentioned going shopping for your groceries. What else did you do while you were in Anchorage?
Well, I got pretty lucky. I got to hang out with Brian and Ming, who decided to rent a car, and we actually got to go do a little bit of hiking through the foothills of Anchorage. I don't know if they're foothills, but it sounds really nice to say foothills of Anchorage. We went to a place called Flat Top and got to see the entire coast. Imagine it with me, the coast. Oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was a nice, clear day. So we got to enjoy that. We also got to go to a couple of the local venues. I think everybody is familiar with Moose Tooth Pizza. I'm still learning to pronounce it, obviously. Best pizzeria, apparently, in Anchorage. So shout out to those guys as well. But there was also a nice little place that we went to, a nice little billiards hall. And a couple other really cool places. Humpy's down in downtown Anchorage. Had a great time and got to really invest ourselves in the local culture in Anchorage.
All right, that was great. What do you think about BSSD so far? What do you think about the people, the new staff, the returning staff?
Well, so far everybody's been really, really helpful. Not just in Anchorage, but also when I got here to Unalakleet, or however you say it. Unalakleet. I like U-Town. Sounds nice. But everybody's been really helpful all along the way, from Ted Van Bronckhorst before I even got into this major process. Thanks, Ted. To the superintendent, to Darla, to everybody, including the return teachers back in Savunga. Everybody's been really helpful. And everybody just really goes out of their way to make you feel right at home right from the time you get here, which really means a lot, especially to somebody coming all the way from the East Coast. So I'm a long ways from home. I appreciate all of that help. So everybody's been really cool, and BSSD has gone above and beyond to make everybody feel comfortable, I think.
All right, Joe, and do you think they should do the Welcome Wagon again next year?
There's no question in my mind that was a really helpful device, let's say, institution. It was really nice, really helpful, because coming in, I don't know how to pack for Bush, Alaska, and I think it's kind of weird to assume that somebody would. It's also really nice getting to know people who are also going to be teaching right alongside of you. So you get to share those experiences right along the way, and you have friends going right into the district. Brian and I keep in touch pretty good. I know Kyle and I keep in touch pretty good, even though he doesn't sound it while he's doing this interview. And Ming and I mean, there's people that you keep in contact with throughout the district, even after the Welcome Wagon is over and after school begins.
All right. Thanks, Joe, and good luck this year in Savunga.